Okay, so here's the deal. Kim Zolciak Biermann may be coming back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta for season 9. It's up in the air. Now, how do I know this? Because the great people at the Shade Room caught some tea over on Twitter, some Twitter tea. Now, I'm going to read to you what was said on Twitter. Thanks to the Shade Room for catching this. So a fan said to Kim Zolciak, and I quote, "Will you reconsider to go back on Real Housewives of Atlanta for another season?" She said, maybe so. At Nene Leakes and I can cause trouble. Sheree said, "Girl, that would be a blast. All of us back together. Kiss emoji, hashtag Real Housewives of Atlanta." To which Kim replied by saying, "Can you imagine? Like the good old days." Wow. So now I didn't watch the show when Kim was on it. You know, the show looked too ratchet for me. I said, I do have my boundaries. So I basically avoided the show like the plague. I started watching in season 6. So this is my 3rd season watching. And what actually made me tune in was I was on YouTube and there was a Breakfast Club interview with this woman named Portia Stewart, who was married to a football player named Cordell Stewart at the time. And I just took one look at her beautiful face and I said, oh my God, that woman is perfect. And to be honest with you, that's how it happened. That's how I started tuning in, because I couldn't believe how incredibly beautiful Portia was. So I actually watched the show, and there's a lot of things that I don't like about it. We have a lot of pretentious gold diggering on the show, and none of the women are housewives. Not one of them is an actual housewife. So the title of the show is very misleading. And I said, wow, if about half of them are not wives at all, how the hell can they call it the Real Housewives if nobody is a housewife and half or less are wives at all? I said, why don't they just give it another name? I mean, I would personally respect the show a lot more if they had a little more integrity. But Kim is one of the women who's actually married. She actually has a husband. So kudos to her. She's one of the ones who meets the title of the show halfway. She may not be a housewife, but at least she's a wife, and she's a MILF. Anyways, I don't really know what to expect if she does come back. Just like I never really saw Sheree on the show, because by the time I tuned in, Sheree was already off the show. But she seems to have a pretty cool personality from the little bit that I've seen of her. Anyways, for you people who watch the show, who know Kim and know her personality, what is she like? I mean, I saw this one clip on the internet, which I posted on my blog on this particular article. If you need a link to it, let me know. Just say, where's the link to your blog? Well, basically, there was a video floating around of Nene referring to Kim as Wig. She said, "Bye, Wig." And I thought that was kind of funny or whatever. And I posted that clip up on my blog. Like I said, if you need a link, just say, where's the link to your blog? Also, I saw this other clip, which I may have to find that on YouTube or somewhere and post it on this article as well, of Sheree pulling on Kim's wig. I think it was Sheree that pulled on Kim's wig. And I was like, well, what the hell is that about? So it's funny that Sheree would like to see Kim come back on the show. I guess maybe their beef is over now because they've had enough time for things to calm down. I don't even know what the hell it was about. I just knew that I was offended, even though I thought it was a little bit funny, but I was just still offended. I'm like, why is this lady pulling on the other one's wig? Like, what the hell is going on here? I was just completely confused. But anyways, this is all my opinion. I don't really know what to think about it because, like I said, I wasn't even tuned in when she was on the show, but I need for you people who actually watch the show that know a little something about her. Would you like to see her come back to the show? And if so, why? If not, why? Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com. Follow me on Twitter at Meat Magazine. I personally would like to see her come back just to see what type of person she is, just to see how she gets down. Let me know what you think about it below. Oh, and I just remembered something before I go. I know who I would like to see come back, that fine ass Lisa Wu and that fine ass Claudia Jordan, because that's just too much fine to leave my screen. As long as they bring both of them back, I'll be happy. Now, I never saw Lisa Wu in the show. I just know she's fine. I did watch it when Claudia was on there, and she was funny as hell, and she definitely gave it to Nene. And Nene didn't like that. She couldn't compete with her. She just had to say, your clit left your body. Like, really? That's how adult women speak to each other? Really, people? And you guys think that that's funny. Your clit has left your body. Yeah, okay. Whatever. Let me know what you think about it all below. Who would you like to see come back? Would you like to see Lisa Wu and Claudia Jordan come back? Are you with me? Or are you against me? Let me know below. Meat Magazine on YouTube, meatmagazine.blogspot.com. Follow me on Twitter at Meat Magazine.